27 minutes for some of these boys.
Yeah, it's just continually the Gonzaga boys winning those one-off contests, getting them moving forward, and it's hard to stop.
Yep.
It's going back, maybe a shout out where it's deserved. We're so well taken care of by our medical health center staff, and that's Mrs. Crabe down there, who's been a loyal, hard-working servant of Shawnigan Lake School, and she's in her final term at Shawnigan. So those are big shoes to fill next year, and she's a big shout out to Heather Crabe and her team.
No, she's been a fantastic servant to Shawnigan, and obviously a very caring person in that role. You would hope that that's the type of person that's in that role, but she goes above and beyond for sure. The conversion hit by Shawnigan, or by Gonzaga, take it to 47-0.
He's pretty good off the tee, this Gonzaga kicker, isn't he? Nice high, strikes the ball well, gets it up and high, and yeah, pretty accurate.
Yeah, they've got 168 boys in their rugby program here, and they had over 200 pre-COVID, and so it's a good program that they have. You know, at the second 15 level, this is where the depth and just the caliber of the athletes that are playing for the school, for Gonzaga School. You know, as I mentioned earlier, they're a very strong sports school, so you get those crossover kids that might be lacrosse players or basketball players, football players that are also in this other term of sport contributing to rugby as well, which makes a big difference. The Gonzaga attacker went into touch there, so there'll be a turnover, Shawnigan ball.
So let's see what they can do here, Mr. Murdy. I think just a simple play, get some sort of go-forward ball is probably the first step. Get the forwards coming over, and then see if they can disrupt that Gonzaga defense, which has been pretty hard to penetrate over the first half.
Yes, it has been. It's a hard game to play if you can't win your set piece. And there was a turnover there and a good opportunity for Lucas Clausen. It made a nice step and break, but then unfortunately put the ball in one hand and knocked it on.
Yeah, the lineout's been a bit shaky, hasn't it? Not finding the jumpers. Bit of pressure from the Gonzaga boys, but that was...
Well, again, as we mentioned, not to make excuses, but you know, the man throwing the ball in has never done it before, and that's a forced change due to some injuries that have again trickled down through the ranks. Set scrum here, Gonzaga ball on the inside their 22. We'll see what they do here. It's looking like they will play off to the left-hand side. Nice step by the inside center. Well tackled though by young Mr. Gargan. It's a big forward running off the breakdown, making some good yards, drawing in some defenders, and playing the ball out the back. Oh, okay. He's quick, this boy, on the right-hand wing. Nice chip and chase. And yeah, that's a try.
Oh, that's a well-taken try. Good work to that young man, the right winger.
Right, yeah, 52-0.
Something that's been working for the Gonzaga boys is giving the ball off of a rack to a forward runner who then feeds it back on the inside. They've been making some good inroads into the defenses.
Yes, they have. You know, there's some big, strong kids there, and you know, when they run off in those forward pods, you know, with a couple of options, they are very effective. And having a difficult time shutting them down.
Good to see some Gonzaga parents have come as well. Do you know how big their overall touring party is and what the rest of the tour looks like?
Yeah, I don't know how many parents came. I know there's quite a few. There's 5 staff and 45 boys on the tour. There's, as you mentioned, a significant number of parents that have come as supporters. They, after this, go to Vancouver and play St. George's. I believe that is it. They might play down in Seattle as well afterwards, but I believe that's it for the Canadian part of their tour. So, we'll see what happens here. Restart. Ian Brown with a drop kick at midfield to start the half, or restart the game after the try. It's a nice kick to the left. Balls, 2 knock-ons. See if the referee picked that up. He has, yes, well done there, sir. There was 2 knock-ons. First knock-on by Gonzaga off trying to take the restart, and then the second knock-on by the Shawnigan boy trying to pick the ball up afterwards. Oh, there's Fido Fan. As you mentioned, looking a little worse for wear. Didn't last too long, old Fido, but good for him for being out there. There we go. There we go. Oh, got to use the ball a little faster than that. The Gonzaga forwards just pouring through the middle and isolating the Shawnigan scrum half, who just stood up with the ball. Tiger Zoo shifting the ball to the right-hand side. Lucas Clausen, who does not lack any courage. Not the biggest guy on the team, but he has a big heart. Off to the right-hand side. There we go again. Well done. Ball stolen in the tackle. And went forward there. Referee missed the forward pass. Oh, no, he picked it up.
Just running out of ideas a little bit, you sense, from the Shawnigan boys, running out of numbers and ideas.
Yes, they are.
You go back when the Gonzaga boys had knocked it on, Shawnigan had a golden opportunity to attack off that sort of turnover ball, and yeah, a real missed opportunity there in and around the Gonzaga 22.
Well, there's a couple of schools of thought on those turnovers. One is to make 2 quick passes away from the turnover where the bodies are, and then look for space. And then another school of thought is because they're all up on attack, is to kick right away deep because there's nobody in behind. So again, the Shawnigan inexperience. Oh, there's a picked off pass, but the ball was knocked on first.
Okay, so Shawnigan attacking here. Good attacking position. Bit of a juicy blindside to maybe come towards us here.
Yes, it'd be interesting. The competitive juices of the Shawnigan second 15 coaches would probably be boiling a little bit right now. Mr. Lynn, former international tight head prop, captaining the Scottish University side. And Mr. Holloway, former professional player, playing in the UK as well as in New Zealand. And if Shawnigan can just hold on to the ball here, they might score. But no, the ball was ripped out of his hand there. But the referee, I think, maybe generously, has awarded a penalty for the Shawnigan.
Well, brilliant attacking play down the right-hand side. That's what we've been waiting to see. That was good.
It was, but we'll see what they do here. This is where there's just a little bit of lack of confidence and experience, and just shoveling it onto the left-hand side. Lucas Clausen, oh, just throwing the ball away, panicking, and you know, the tackler got his hands on the ball there, but we need to show some composure here and some confidence. There goes Big Magnus trucking it forward, running hard, and we need to get some bodies to the ball here. They play quickly back down the short side. Here we go. If he moves it, they might get in. Oh, jeez. Unfortunate there. Skills let them down. Playing back down the short side was actually not a bad option. The skill execution, however, did let them down.
Yeah, well done to Magnus Scott. I think, like you had mentioned, he took the ball up hard there, and that's what we need more of our players doing.
Yes. Seeing some of the, oh, there goes Magnus again with a big charge. Oh, and an offload. Well done. And if they can recycle this ball quickly. Oh. Well done, Ian Brown. Steps off his right foot. His knee is on the ground, so the tackler needs to release him. Back to the left. Go forward. And he's going to, oh, it's great tackle. They're off their feet there. See, and one pass will do it. Oh, Magnus with what's known as little white line fever. If he can get the ball down, might score. But I think they're going to say held up. But there was a high tackle. No advantage coming back to the penalty.
A draw and pass would have done it.
Draw and pass would have done it for sure, yeah. And here they go. Well, they're certainly trying. You got to give them that. There's been passage here of a few minutes where we've been inside there attacking 22. And, you know, we're undermanned physically, but we're trying. It would be nice to see them get a score here. Unfortunately, because of the lack of size, we need to put more men into the breakdown. It looks like we've lost the ball in possession here. Smart play by their halfback, putting the ball in behind. Let's see what happens. Lucas Bergvison. Oh,
it's a good tackle.
Yeah, a really good tackle. The Gonzaga man's off his feet there, though. Yeah, picked up by referee Anktel. Gonzaga right off their feet at the breakdown. Might be worthwhile. Oh, here's see what we're going to do here. Oh, they're going to tap and run. Oh. Again, skills letting them down there. Opportunity and poor skill execution. Ball's turned over.
Well done to the Shawnigan boys. That was a good sustained period of pressure, and they're actually taking the game to Gonzaga.
They were for a period of time there, yeah. They were doing their best to hold on to the ball, and we have I see the ambulance service here. They're going to be transporting the boy who injured his leg to the hospital. Oh, that's a nice tackle. Oh, a knock on there. Nice line break by Gonzaga, but a nice tackle by the Shawnigan defender.
One thing is, I have noticed that the Gonzaga forwards are fanning out across the field, maybe just taking Route 1 and challenging more in and around the breakdown. I haven't seen much of what we call the bingo balls or pick and goes from the Shawnigan forwards.
Yeah, you're right with a more experienced forward pack. Unfortunately, the kids in there right now, I don't know if any of them have ever played in the forwards before. So just that lack of understanding of how to attack and where to attack in those kinds of opportunities. So that is not the move to use. We've seen it used unsuccessfully a few times here. Oh, Patrick Cooper, see what he can do. Oh, and he's tackled as he tried to hop around the defender. Nice to see Patrick out there playing. He's had a couple years off of rugby as well. He had a horrific knee injury. Oh, Tiger Zoo coming forward fast. You never like to see that boy being carted off on a stretcher.
No, he's in good hands, and he's yeah, he'll be well taken care of.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I know. It's just unfortunate.
Well, it's turned into a good day here, Mr. Berta. We got a bit of a breeze coming through, but blue skies, and yeah, good day for rugby for sure.
Yes, it's turned into a gorgeous day. It was getting a little dodgy there for a bit. That's why we had to have a quick setup of the tent here to protect the gear.
Okay, so this is where we talk about when you're 54-0 down, you set that next goal. It'd be nice to get Shawnigan to have some points on the board. One try, I think, would be a good way to finish off the game here.
I completely agree. We had our chances in the last little passage of play there when we were camped inside their 22 for close to 10 minutes, really. But again, just a little lack of skill and experience, a little bit of white line fever. And here we go. Right now, we need to just hoof the ball down the middle of the field where there's nobody and try to get running forward onto it, look for a mistake. That's an offside there by the Gonzaga boy who went through the middle of the ruck to play the ball, which was recognized by the referee.
So once again, they're just easier said than done, but we need Shawnigan to straighten up, take on your opposite number, and move forward. We are guilty. There we go, like that. We are guilty of shoveling the ball on without making any forward progress.
Ball stolen by Gonzaga, the breakdown, and they're moving to the right-hand side here, and this boy's quick. Try given. Try scored by Gonzaga, taking their total to 59. And well, that's good. That's lots of good rugby by Gonzaga. You know, sometimes you just have to take your hat off to the opposition and say you were well beaten, and that's sport sometimes. It's a good opportunity for learning and growth for the Shawnigan players, but also it's a good opportunity for us as a rugby program to have a little look in the mirror ourselves. There are some very good, strong young players underneath at the younger age groups, so that's positive moving forward. You know, and having not played for a couple of years obviously has not helped. The Gonzaga kids through their school sport were allowed to play last year, even through COVID. They had a shortened season, but they still played, and that's obviously a significant advantage.
Well, how good is it to have a visiting team to Shawnigan? It's been a while. We've certainly missed hosting and having this sort of event up at the Canada Field here, which is, such an important part of rugby at Shawnigan, isn't it, as you know?
Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic to have a touring side here, and it's great to be playing, and it's, like I said, sometimes you play somebody who's better than you, and that's just the way it goes.
Looking forward to it. Lots of youngsters around as well, Mr. Murdy. Of course, we're now into a position where other young children from the Shawnigan community can come and take part in this, which is great to see.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice kick. Difficult kick from the right-hand side of the field for a right-footed kicker, and he hit that to break the 60 to take it to 61.
He's got an educated right boot, does that young man. If he can't crack the first 15, they must have somebody pretty dead-eye keeping him out of the game.
Yeah, I would say so. He's a nice kicker for sure. We'll see what we're doing here. I'm just not quite sure what. There we go. It's actually a good kick, but there was no pressure whatsoever, allowing the man to take the ball 20 meters down the field. Unfortunately, they might have run out of gas with that one opportunity here. Here we have 5-on-0 down the right-hand side or left-hand side, and that's a forward pass though. So they let themselves down with a bit of skill, but they did have the numbers playing with some good structure, coming back to the left with a 5-on-0, only to give it away with a forward pass.
Yeah, some slick handling, but such a classic mistake. Players not keeping their depth and therefore leading to the forward pass.
You know, often what happens is, especially with younger players, they get almost, they see that space and they hold the ball too long. Rather than, you know, there's kind of a good general rule in rugby, passing early as opposed to passing late. And it's most of the time the best option as it gets the ball into space and allows you to then also continue supporting the ball back on the inside. Set scrum, ball off to the left-hand side. There's a nice break, a nice tackle too. Only one man at the breakdown though, who was quickly cleaned out by the Gonzaga boy, twice the size. And unfortunately, that's a bit of the story of the day.
Yeah, jeepers, that was a good physical clean out from the offensive clean out from the Gonzaga loose forward. He, single-handedly made that turnover there.
He certainly did. It's looking like try time. Nice step, nice offload. That's a great try.
That's good rugby.
Very good rugby. 66-0 now with 4.5 minutes to go. And what can you say? Other than that was a brilliant try and some real good, very good skill and ability.
Yeah, it was one of their midfield backs, one of their centers making that break. So important as a Shawnigan backline that they came up together with no gaps. They didn't do it and were punished for it, weren't they?
They sure were. But the support was coming from in behind the ball as well. So the one man who was kind of half tackled, kept his feet, just turned and fed the support player coming right in behind the ball. And it was an easy, nice, easy support line where the defense was already breached. You know, we often try to teach the kids to get in behind the ball. And that's, it allows you to clean out, but also allows you to support the ball if the guy can keep his feet like that young man did. Conversion is hit, increasing the scoreline. And let's hope we can finish off with a bit of a flourish here, just to show a bit of pride. I know the boys will not be feeling too good, but that's, you know, they've done their best. That's all you can do.
Yeah, they haven't given up, have they? I think they should be. They should be proud of that.
Oh yeah, I mean they played a good team, and a team that's large and physical and athletic, and you know, sometimes, as we've said a few times, it can make for a long afternoon.
Yeah, last chance saloon with 2.5 minutes. Let's go Shawnigan.
Yes, let's go Shawnigan. Here we go. Line out in the deep in the Gonzaga territory for Shawnigan, and we can see if we can. Oh no, it's Gonzaga ball. Because it was kicked directly out off the Shawnigan. Okay, here we go. Ball off the top. Pass in behind. Deep runner. Not much deception there, but a big strong boy, and they're going to come back to the right where they have an overload, and he kicked it. Thank you. He because well taken. That was really well taken. Xylo Green, Heart of a Lion. Oh, nice step by Magnus. He's done well.
He has been. He's been the player that has given Shawnigan a bit of go forward. Ooh,
Yeah,
shit,
he's
butt
done
turned
very
over.
well. He's played physically, you know. Oh, turn the ball over there. Oh, here we go. Come on, shut him down. Offload. Not looking good. Come on, Xylo. Make that. Oh, 2 missed tackles there. And that is going to take the scoreline to a very ugly 73-0. Soon to be 75. Okay. Well, let's fingers crossed we do better in the next one. What? Huh?
You guys good out here?
What'd you say?
You guys okay out here?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Just checking on the talent.
Yeah, we're good, bud.
You guys need anything?
No, all good. No, beer?
Well, Mr. Murdy, I try and put the commentator's curse on him. He's not going to miss this. But I think I think even that's not going to do it. It's been good on the call with you here, and look forward to the first 15 match. It's
Yeah, let's hope
yeah,
for
ominous signs, but the first 15 will be up for it. In front of the home crowd, first home game of the season. They certainly won't shy away from giving their best.
Nope. But, you know, that's a sport. Away you go.
All right, well, I'd say
Okay.
we'll take a breather and come back to it, eh?
Okay, yeah.